Jordan was born 14 months after Philip. He was a surprise, but a very wonderful surprise. Both boys were just very active. Jordan learned to ride a two-wheeler bicycle at 2.5 years of age because he couldn't stand the thought of his brother being able to do it before him. When he went to school, he was really focused. He played a lot of sports. He started out when he was 4 playing soccer, and he did basketball, he did baseball. He was a really good football player. He also received art awards for his artwork that he did. He was one of those children who really honestly could do everything. I used to say he's probably the most whole-brained person I've ever met.
He just really was a lovable and likable person. For several years, I was kind of pursuing cycling as a passion of mine. I loved racing in front of family. It was incredibly motivating. And Jordan came up from Dallas, and I won. I won the national championship for Division I collegiate cycling. Jordan was the type of person that never really saw boundaries in his life. And on this day, he didn't see the barricades as the boundaries, because as I'm sprinting down the road to the finish, he is in the middle of the road running down towards me. He's literally chasing me to the finish line. And he was the first person to greet me when I won, and it was just an amazing moment that we were able to share together. So that next weekend, Jordan graduated from SMU with a degree in business finance. And a week after Jordan graduated, and we were all back together that weekend. You know, even no matter how old you get, you still have to do those little things to annoy your brothers. And I left at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I knew he liked to sleep in, so I decided to go in and wake him up at 7 just to tell him goodbye. And it was always just a ritual that we always said goodbye. We said we loved each other, and I said I love you, and he kind of rolls over, oh, I love you, and you know, just I love you and I hate you at the same time. And we parted ways, and we actually didn't even get to talk the rest of the day. And Jordan also at the time had a baby golden retriever, and his name was Dublin. He was born on St. Patrick's Day, and he was doing something funny down in the kitchen. He was getting up into the dishwasher or something, and Mom had decided that she wanted to get Jordan up because he was notorious for sleeping in, but it just seemed a little bit late now, and that's when Mom went up and found him passed away in his bed. So.
That's when our lives changed.
That's
forever.
when our lives changed, yeah. So I came home immediately from Iowa, and that's where it all changed. And then after the shock of losing Jordan was kind of starting to wear off. After that, we still had no idea how he passed away, and it took several months to figure it out. Jordan's grandfather, Bob Kahn, is a cardiologist, and we were able to use his resources to send his heart off to a cardiac pathologist, where he found out that he had an anomalous coronary artery. And after we found out how he passed, we started to do a lot of research into anomalous coronary arteries, and we found out that it's one of the leading causes of death in athletes, and decided to develop his foundation. We named it after him. It's called the Jordan Robert Mann Foundation, and our mission is to honor Jordan's passions by developing programs that challenge conventional theory regarding heart health, and also in any way we can to enhance the quality of life for others. To date, we've done that primarily by doing heart health assessments in athletes, hoping that one day every kid will have the opportunity to take advantage of readily available, non-invasive, inexpensive technologies. And the way to do that is through research and education. That's actually part of what we're trying to do. Is we're collecting data as we do these studies to show people that it is cost effective, that in a 20-minute period for under $100, we can save a kid's life. And had we have known about these things, you know, we might have been able to save Jordan. At Shawnee Mission is where we've really developed this great protocol to be able to screen lots of athletes in a short amount of time. And our goal is to be able to bring this to every high school in the Kansas City area with our local resources.
And I just know that there have been more parents that have come up to us and told us how much they appreciate what we are doing for their child.
For us to be able to continue to accomplish our mission, it's important to fundraise, and it's important for people to donate, because without financial resources we can't pursue this, because it does cost money to do these things. Even though we're showing it's a cost effective to save kids' lives, it still requires some financial resources. So it's important that people donate to the American Heart Association so that collectively we can partner with them to help to accomplish all of our missions.